Hello. If you are new, thank you. Welcome. Thank you for stopping in. And if you're returning, welcome back and thank you for coming back and hanging out with me a little. So, y'all, I just did cleaning out my closet, and as I understand it, headlights is the next thing to do after that song. Okay, so now we're gonna do headlights. I don't know what to expect from this after that last one. This is an official video, and it's Eminem featuring Nate Roos. Hope I'm saying that right. I don't want to be disrespectful. Okay. All right. Headlights.
I know I let you down, and though you say the days are happy, why is the power off? And I'm fucked up in mind. I know he's not around, but don't you place the blame on me as you pour yourself another drink.
I went in head first, never thinking about.
Before Eminem gets started, I mean, everything that we just heard and cleaning out my closet, and this song starts out with, you know, Mom, I never meant to let you down.
Mom, I know he's not around, but don't you place the blame on me as you pour.
So, I'm sorry, I'm sorry for the pausing. This must be Nate, I'll just say, because I don't want to mispronounce the last name. What a unique voice. He's saying, I know he's not around, but don't place the blame on me. I mean, is that what happened? Did Eminem's mom place the blame on him for the partner leaving? If I missed that in cleaning out my closet, sorry if that just went over my head. I don't remember specifically hearing that. But oh my God, could you imagine being a child and a parental figure leaves and you're told you're the one to blame? Oh my goodness. Ugh.
I know he's not around, but don't you place the blame on me as you pour yourself another drink.
I went in head first, never thinking about who, what I said hurt, in what verse. My mom probably got it the worst, the brunt of it, but as stubborn as we are. Did I take it too far, cleaning out my closet and all them other songs? But regardless, I don't hate you, cause Mom, you
Oh my God. You see, he doesn't hate her. And she must still be struggling with things because they reference her pouring another drink. And he's referencing the song, cleaning out my closet. Did I take it too far? He says.
verse. My mom probably got it the worst, the brunt of it, but as stubborn as we are. Did I take it too far, cleaning out my closet and all them other songs? But regardless, I don't hate you, cause Mom, you're still beautiful to me, cause you're my mom. Though far be it from you to be calm, my house was Vietnam, Desert Storm.
My goodness. We just heard about all those horrible things that happened to him. And he's saying you're still beautiful to me, regardless.
Me, cause you're my mom. Though far be it from you to be calm, my house was Vietnam. Desert storm, and both of us put together could form an atomic bomb, equivalent to chemical warfare. And forever we could drag this on and on, but agree to disagree. That gift from me.
I mean, I feel like he's saying, you know, with that last little bit, like, we're both forces of nature, and when we collide, it's, you know, destruction, chaos.
And forever we could drag this on and on, but agree to disagree.
Yeah, but let's just agree to disagree. Say, you know, I put out this song, I said all this stuff, and while it might be true, I might have taken it too far. You're still beautiful to me because you're my mom. So let's just agree to disagree.
Equivalent to chemical warfare, and forever we could drag this on and on, but agree to disagree. That gift from me up under the Christmas tree don't mean shit to me. You're kicking me out? It's 15 degrees and it's Christmas Eve. Little prick, just leave. Ma, let me grab my fucking coat. Anything to have each other's goat. While we always at each other's throats. Especially when dad, he fucked us both. We're in the same fucking boat. You think that
She kicked him out on Christmas Eve. I mean, I'm not even gonna question if that's true. I mean, he's just really honest about what he says. Got kicked out on Christmas Eve. And I mean that, you know, he's even acknowledging, like, you know, Dad, he messed us both up. He messed us both up. Oh my goodness. Oh, these songs.
little prick, just leave. Ma, let me grab my fucking coat. Anything to have each other's goat. While we always at each other's throats. Especially when dad, he fucked us both. We're in the same fucking boat. You think that'd make us close. Nope. Further away it drove us, but together had...
You have this event that hurt, you know, it hurt them both. And, you know, in some cases, events like that can bring people together, but...
the same fucking boat. You think that'd make us close. Nope. Further away it drove us, but together headlights shine and car full of belongings. Still got a ways to go. Like the grandma's house, it's straight up the road. And I was the man of the house, the oldest, so my shoulders carried the weight of the load. Then Nate got taken away by the state at 8 years old, and that's when I realized you were sick and it wasn't fixable or changeable. And to this day we've remained estranged, and I hate it though, but I guess we are...
got taken away by the state. And he's saying, I recognize that there's things going on with you that just aren't fixable. I recognize that, I acknowledge that, but know that I hate it. I hate that. Oh my goodness.
And to this day we've remained estranged, and I hate it though, but
I guess we are who we are. Headlights shining in the dark night, I drive on. Maybe we took this too far.
cause to this day we remain estranged, and I hate it though. Cause you ain't even get to witness your grandbaby's growth. But I'm sorry, mama, for cleaning out my closet at the time. I was angry, rightfully maybe so. Never meant that far to take it though, cause now I know it's not your fault, and I'm not making jokes. That song I no longer...
So he's like apologizing to her for cleaning out his closet. He was angry, rightfully so, but he didn't mean for it to go that far. It got out of hand. And I feel like what he's saying is, now I know, now I get it. What it would seem is that at the time he's writing this, he's had his own experience with addiction, the disease that it really is. And he's just kind of saying, like, I understand that it wasn't really you.
No, cause now I know it's not your fault, and I'm not making jokes. That song I no longer play, it shows, and I cringe every time it's on the radio. And I think of Nathan being placed in a home, and all the medicine you fed us, and how I just wanted you to taste your own. But now the medication's taking over, and your mental state's deteriorating slow. And I'm way too old to cry, this shit is painful though. But Ma, I forgive you, so does Nathan, yo. All you did, all you said, you did your best to raise us both. Foster care, that cross you bear.
So he's saying he won't even play that song anymore. God, we just heard all of this stuff in cleaning out my closet, but he obviously has a different perspective and an appreciation that however bad it was, that was the best she could offer at the time with what she was dealing with. He's saying you did your best. And granted, sometimes our best is not great, but, well.
All you did, all you said, you did your best to raise us both. Foster care, that cross you bear. Few may be as heavy as yours, but I love you, Debbie Mathers. Oh, what a tangled web we had. Cause one thing I never asked was where the fuck my deadbeat dad was. Fuck it, I guess he had trouble keeping up with every address. But I'd have flipped every mattress, every rock and desert cactus. Own a collection of maps and followed my kid to the edge of the atlas. Someone ever moved them from me. That you could have.
Oh my goodness. He says, I love you, and then calls her out by name. And then again, from a different perspective, he's like, I never asked where my dad was. And just, I guess, assumed, because they moved. He said, like, something about there being a lot of addresses. He just assumed that he couldn't be found. I feel like that's what he's implying. But again, from, you have your own kids and you realize it doesn't matter what I have to do. If I needed to find my son, I would. And I feel like that's what he's saying. Like, he understands now at this point that if his dad wanted to find them, he could have. And it's like if he was putting it on her mom, he understands now that that wasn't the case, because he knows from being a dad that there's nothing that could keep him from finding his children. Oh my goodness.
With every address, but I'd have flipped every mattress, every rock and desert cactus. Own a collection of maps and followed my kid to the edge of the atlas. Someone ever moved them from me. That you could have bet your asses. If I had to come down the chimney dressed as Santa, kidnap him. And although one has only met the grandma once, you pulled up in our drive one night as we were leaving to get some hamburgers. Me, her, and Nate, we introduced you, hugged you, and as you left I had this overwhelming sadness come over me as we pulled off to go our separate paths. And I saw your headlights as I looked back, and I'm mad I didn't get the chance to thank you for being my mom and my dad. So Mom, please accept this as a tribute. I wrote this on the jet, I guess I had to get this off.
That's a bad pause, I know, sorry. But they just quickly met and drove off, and just all this sadness.
Sadness come over me as we pulled off to go our separate paths. And I saw your headlights as I looked back, and I'm mad I didn't get the chance to thank
you. Okay. So that's like what all the references to like headlights and the name of the song is. He looked back and saw her headlights, but they were going separate ways. And he said he wanted to, thank her for being mom and dad. Both.
And I saw your headlights as I looked back, and I'm mad I didn't get the chance to thank you for being my mom and my dad. So Mom, please accept this as a tribute. I wrote this on the jet, I guess I had to get this off my chest. I hope I get the chance to lay it for him dead. The stewardess said to fasten my seatbelt, I guess we're crashing. So if I'm not not dreaming. I hope you get this message that I will always love you from afar. You're my mom.
I guess we are who we are. Headlights shining in the dark night I drive on. Maybe we took this too far. I want a new life.
Oh my goodness. So, I mean, I could be wrong, but I mean, I feel like younger him and put out cleaning out my closet, and he was angry, rightfully so, rightfully so. But then growing up and being a parent, seeing things from a different perspective, he just wanted to kind of make his peace. And he's saying, I love you from afar. So it does feel like there's this acknowledgement that so much has happened that we're not going to have a relationship, but I'll love you from afar. And correct me if I'm wrong or if that's changed or something, but he's saying this is a tribute to you. Thank you for being my mom and my dad, and I'll love you from afar. And you did your best. Oh my goodness, y'all, these songs. Again, I'm just like at a loss. I mean, I went through a phase of being very angry at my, situation as a child, and then my upbringing, the home that I was in. Very angry about things that happened and went on, and I don't really want to get into it, and when I first became a parent, I got even angrier because I just couldn't understand how certain things could happen to children. And later, I mean, forgiveness is a strong word for certain things, but I at least, am able to be in a place where I understand that at any given point in time, people are doing the best that they can with where they're at and what they have at that time in that moment. And yes, sometimes it's shitty, but it's what they can give in that moment with what they're working with. And I mean, this is just, it's beautiful that, after all that had happened, that he's able to have love for her because it's his mom. He says, you're beautiful to me because you're my mom and you did your best. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm just like getting choked up here, but it's just a beautiful message. And I mean, there are still things that get under my skin about cleaning out my closet. And I don't mean the song, I mean what he was talking about happened to him. But it is still very fresh in my mind. But it's like he seems to have, at least to some degree, made his peace with it. Oh, these songs.